Today is Tuesday, February 2nd, and we headed out early to catch some trains. We've had a mix of rain, sleet, and freezing rain since Tuesday around noon. We lost power at our house at 6 o'clock this morning, so we decided a drive was definitely in order. The trees here are pretty heavy with ice, but there are not a lot down in this area. We're traveling on Arkansas 203, turning south onto Arkansas 205. The row of tank cars that you see there to your right belong to the East Camden and Highland Railroad Company. As we continue to travel south, we've noticed that the ice is a little bit thicker, and here is actually a tree down pretty close to the railroad tracks. We just picked up the Union Pacific mainline in Bearden, and we're headed north on US 79 toward Fordyce. The trees here are really heavy with ice, and you can just see their branches sagging down. As we drive along, you can see there have been lots of trees that have gone over the road, but they've already been cleaned up. We're between Bearden and Fordyce on the Union Pacific mainline. They already have generators hooked up because we have had power outages at 6 o'clock this morning. We wanted to stop and take some pictures of the ice on the tracks and then also some trees. As I started down the tracks, I wasn't concerned about a train coming because of the amount of debris we have already seen on the tracks, but they were very slippery and it was sleeting as I was walking along. I was trying to figure out the best way to walk. At first I thought it would be easier to walk off the rails, but then I realized it was actually easier to walk on the tracks and stay on the gravel in between the ties as best I could. And here in a moment you're going to see whenever I realized this was probably not the best idea. Yep, it is time to go. I made my way out a little ways where there was more space between me and the trees, but I wasn't safe by any means yet. I wanted to grab one more video just because I've never seen anything quite like this before. And then this happened. And it's now definitely time to go. We are now further north in Fordyce and still following that main UP line. As we drove on down, we noticed that some gates were down. People were driving around the gates, so we aren't sure if they were malfunctioning or if it was just caused from something to do with the ice storm or the lack of electricity. We saw lots of big trees down, and the gates were down at another crossing further down the track. As we were leaving Fordyce, we actually had to travel under a tree that was being held up by power lines. As we headed south to go back home, we still noticed quite a few trees. There were also tons of trucks coming in to help get the power lines back up, the electricity back on, and also keeping the roads cleared. We're very thankful for all the hard work, and hopefully we'll get electricity soon. Thanks for watching.